Alright, so it took a little longer than I thought to get everything done. There's a lot more running wires and mistakes with floor joists than I thought there would be, so it took like 3 hours. But I think the VR room is pretty close to set. The stuff you can hear in the background is the air conditioning and the humidifier. That stuff will be off, obviously, during stream time. But just check it out. It's the first look. Okay, so here's a little light on the side. I'm going to end up mounting these to the ceiling so they're not like standing on the ground. Another one right here, obviously. On the side, those are the, what's it called, the newer $50 studio lights. They're on Amazon. So you notice there's no cords, there's no wires here, which is the goal. I don't want to be tripping over anything when I'm playing. There is a wire hanging down here. The only wire here is the index headset wire, which I can't really get away from. Okay, so if you notice, first of all, the green screens are clipped up, just using some 2x4 clips. No big deal. The drop cloths are just 10 by 12s. Okay, so if we look at it from this angle, you can see I've rigged up some hooks into the joists, so I can sort of store the headsets not on the ground in the controllers, not on the ground, so they hang up there. Obviously, they're about 7 feet off the ground, so I'm about the only one that can reach them, which is that is a feature and not a defect, considering I don't want my children just coming in and grabbing them and breaking them or something. But you can see some of the wiring here. Lighthouse, the wiring is kind of kept up out of sight up there, land floor. As you can see here, I've mounted a surge protector to the wall here. I got a lot of cords up here in the on the vent, just chilling. So those cords are many of the power cords to some of the equipment here. However, the most important cords go here. See a couple of wires hanging down here. They run up there and underneath here through the wall about 30 feet to my office. So I do not have a computer in this stream room. That was a choice that I wanted to make. I don't want to have a separate system. Plus my personal system is pretty beefy, so there's no reason not to use it. So I'm running a remote VR system for the Index to an unfinished side of my basement about probably 36 feet away. If you were to walk through walls or something. You follow some of these other cords you can see up here. We got a Logitech Brio in here. Not a good camera yet. I'm thinking about bringing the slider in here. We'll see. But I just mounted on one of my little security shelves. That cable is attached to a active USB cable that is about 50 feet. It has to be powered for it to be that long. Same thing with the DP and the other 50 foot, or actually it's 65 feet for the other cable that runs the Index. So there's one that's running the Brio as well as going to the Stream Machine. A couple of cable ties here just haven't been clipped yet. But you can see a couple other mounting type stuff here, which holds up the cable for this light, because I don't want to see it. I have actually a mount here with a pulley, which was a failed experiment. Originally, I wanted this on a pulley system. I bought the pulleys and then realized that the HDMI cable that's attached, or I'm sorry, the display cable that's attached to the VR headset cannot fit through the pulley. So I need to buy a different type of pulley. I'll do that tomorrow. But for now, this is what's rigging up the center. So the idea is, this is the main cable that runs to this headset, okay? The idea is that when you're wearing the headset, you can walk free in this area, a big space about 10 by 10. You can walk free in this area and not have to worry about tripping on cable. No cable on the ground. It's all attached to you and up out of the way. Important when you have children, obviously. But yeah, I'm, it's not the best system. Oh, and that light is a remote controlled LED light too, so I can change the color. But not the best workmanship in the world, but it's pretty decent.